la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la la. The Hasidim teach that a nigun is a prayer without words. And so as we welcome Shabbat, we welcome it with this prayer that needs no words because it has all of our kavanah, all of our intention filling it. And so I want you to sing with me. I want for you to pray with me without having to have the distractions of words, and only fill the music with the kavanah of Shabbat, the kavanah of community, and the kavanah of your own heart. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 one more time. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Some weeks beg for Shabbat, for the opportunity to let go of the heaviness of the week, of our stresses, of the things that have weighed heavily upon us, and to allow us to feel the freedom of Shabbat, to feel this time where we can reflect and we can rest and we can turn within ourselves and we can be with people who we love, old friends and perhaps new friends who we meet tonight. And so it is so lovely to be able to welcome in Shabbat with all of you. And tonight in particular, there happens to be a really special anniversary in our community. So Riva and Steve Skoll, please come up in honor of your 51st anniversary. We invite you to together light the Shabbat candles. And I invite everyone to please rise as they do.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner להדליק נר של Shabbat.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen. May you both be blessed with many years of marital bliss. Mazal tov. Mazal tov.
Don't sit down yet. Stay up here for Kiddush.
Okay.
Page 123, please join us for a Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה וראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר לציאת מצרים כיוונו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen. L'chaim. Shabbat shalom again.
We continue on page 130. You may be seated.
לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. נריע, נריע לצור אישנו, נקדמה פניו ותודה. נריע, נריע לצור אישנו, בזמירות נריע לו. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. We continue with singing a new song to God, page 131. שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני שיר חדש. שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני שיר חדש. Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. All the earth, a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. I will sing unto God a new song.
On page 138, we continue by welcoming in the Sabbath bride with L'cha Dodi. And as we reach the final verse in the prayer, we'll invite everyone to stand up and face the entranceway, welcoming in Shabbat.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת תקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזמור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת תקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמוני הסגולה, בואי חלה, בואי עלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה.
We've greeted the Shabbat bride, we've greeted Shabbat with the Shabbat candles, and now we are blessed to greet one another. So let's take a few moments to wish each other a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom again. Welcome. Shalom, Dick. Oh.
You must be the birthday girl. You are now.
And now we continue to stand as we welcome in our prayers with our call to worship, the Baruch Hu. We are on page 146.
la 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 la, ya 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 la 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 la. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed, Le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Baruch Adonai melech haolam asher b'varo mariv ha'ravim.
On page 149. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. And on page 150, Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amcha, ahavta Torah u'mitzvot, chokim u'mishpatim otanu lamadata. Everlasting love you offer your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam va'ed.
You may be seated if you wish.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together.
Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 mi chamocha bailim Adonai mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh נורא תהילות, עושה פלא, מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה, מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, יאללה לילה לה 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 יאללה לילה לה יאללה לילה לה 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 יאללה לילה לה יאללה לילה לה 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 יאללה לילה לה יאללה לילה לה זה לי אנו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד יאללה לילה לה 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 יאללה לילה לה יאללה לילה לה 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 יאללה לילה לה יאללה לילה לה 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 יאללה לילה לה יאללה ונאמר כי בד אדוני את יעקב וגיאלון יד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני יאללה לילה לה 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 יאללה לילה לה יאללה לילה לה 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 יאללה לילה לה יאללה לילה לה 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 יאללה לילה לה גאל ישראל.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace. These words strike us as having depth and being really prevalent, especially, really relevant, especially this week where we honor the 18th anniversary of 9/11, a week when we remember how unsafe we felt in those days. As we say the Hashkivenu prayer, we ask God to give us that sense of safety and protection, to look over us, to look over all people within our lands and all lands. And we pray in ourselves that we can find the courage to come together as a nation to overcome hatred and to really stick together, because that, after all, love is so much stronger than hate.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom vehamidenu shomreinu והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ושמור צאתנו ובואנו ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ושמור צאתנו ובואנו השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים We thank God for this gift of Shabbat with the words of Vishamru, page 162. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש.
Prayer invites God's presence to suffuse our spirits, God's will to prevail in our lives. Prayer may not bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soil, mend a broken heart, rebuild a weakened will. We rise for the Amidah if we're able to do so on page 164.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi tegilatecha Adonai שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי 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 Lai lai lai, yalla 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 lai lai lai. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu. Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואמהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה רב להושיע. מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך אמית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. I invite everyone to continue with your personal prayers or the prayers in the book, and we will continue together on page 181. When you're done with your own prayers, I invite you to be seated.
ratzon imrei fi. Yihul ratzon imrei fi. Vegion libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri ve'goali. Oh, may the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. Oh, say shalom b'maromav, v'yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru,
As we prepare to enter our Torah service, we pause first to think about people in our communities, people in our lives who are in need of some kind of healing. Healing of mind, healing of body, or healing of spirit. And so as I go around the room, I invite you to raise a hand, stand up, whatever is most comfortable for you, but to say aloud the name of anyone in your world who is in need of healing.
John Bailey, Walter Bush.
Genevieve Liner, Ed Bernardo, Dorothy Bernardo.
Gloria Garfield.
Jessica Scher. Rosanna Helena.
Esther Mokalea.
Winalcinco, Tamar Davidson, Kathleen, Robin Gregson, Jay Boxer.
Shifra Ruvain Vitova, and Mary Hashem.
For all of these people whose names we've said out loud and all those whose names we hold in our hearts, may they find healing. We offer our Misha Barak prayer on page 371.
מקור הברכה לאמותינו. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Beirach Imotenu Mekor HaBeracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofe HaCholim. Blessed are you, God, whose healing presence is with all of those who are in need. And we all say, Amen.
Amen. And with that, we begin our Torah service on page 362. If you are able to rise, I invite you to do that at this time.
Ein kamocha va'elohim Adonai, ve'en kemaasecha, malchutecha malchut kol olamim, umemshaltecha bechol dor v'ador. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai imloch leolam va'ed. Adonai oz le'amo yitein, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. Av harachamim heitiva virtzoncha et Zion, tivnei chomot Yerushalayim, tivnei chomot Yerushalayim. בך לבד בטחנו, מלך אל רם ונישא, אדון עולמים. כי מציון תצא תורה, כי מציון תצא תורה, ודבר אדוני מירושלים. ברוך שנתן תורה תורה, ברוך שנתן תורה תורה, לעמו ישראל בקדושתו. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד, אחד אלוהינו, גדול אדוננו, קדוש שמו, גדול אדוני איתי, ונרוממה שמו יחדיו. לך אדוני הגדולה והגדולה והתפארת והנצח וההוד, ככל בשמיים ובארץ, ככל בשמיים ובארץ. לך אדוני לך ועמינתך לכל ראש. ישראל ישראל יורדך הוא, ישראל ישראל ויורדך הוא. תורה אורה תורה אורה Torah, oh, Torah, oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. Torah, oh, Torah, oh, Hallelujah. Torah, 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 Hallelujah. Yisrael, Yisrael, ve'orait achad hu. Yisrael, Yisrael, achad hu. Torah, 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 Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Torah, 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 Hallelujah, Torah, 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 Hallelujah, Yisrael, Yisrael. ואורייתא חד הוא ישראל, ישראל, ואורייתא חד הוא.
So we are reading from Parshat Kititze. We're making our way through the book of Deuteronomy. We're now in the third of the speeches that Moses gives to people Israel as they're waiting to go into the promised land. And we're reading from the very last piece of the portion. So as you'll see on the sheets, if you have them, it's Deuteronomy chapter 25, starting with verse 17. And I'd like to call up Isaac Meinhardt, Ya'amod, Yitzchak ben Avraham la'aliyah ha'torah. And as a beautiful, Isaac is going to be doing this aliyah in part in tribute for his mother, who we're observing the yahrzeit of this week.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
ברוך אדוני מלך העולם.
אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן. אמן. זכור את אשר עשה לך עמלק, אשר עשה לך עמלק בדרך בצאתכם במצרים, אשר קורך בדרך, ויזנב בך כל הנחשלים אחריך, ואתה עייף ויגע, ולא ירא אלוהים, והניח אדוני אלוהיך לך מכל אויביך מסביב, בארץ אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך נחלה לרשתה, תמחה את זכר עמלק מתחת השמיים, לא תשכח.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת, והשם העולם נתן ביתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן. שכוח.
Yasher koach. Thank you so much.
Stay up here. Stay with us. Stay with us. Stay with us. You'll help dress the Torah.
Yes. We are going to lift. We are going to lift the Torah for all to see. So I invite everyone who is able to please rise once more.
This is Josh's side. It's your side. וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל ביד אדוני ביד משה התורה, וזאת התורה, וזאת התורה אשר שם משה, וזאת התורה אשר שם משה, לפני בני ישראל, לפני בני ישראל. וזאת התורה, 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 וזאת התורה. וזאת התורה, וזאת התורה, וזאת התורה, וזאת התורה.
You may be seated. Thank you so much, Yasher Koach. Thanks so much. So we are going to be returning the Torah in just a few moments, but before we do, let's talk a little bit about the Torah that we just read. So, from early on in our Torah text, there is a lot of concern with the concept of remembering. We see the word yizkor, to remember, in the Torah no fewer than 228 times. And it happens at all different moments in the Torah. It happens after the flood when God says, "When I bring clouds over the earth and the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you and all beings on this earth, so that there never again will be a flood that destroys all flesh." We're told to remember Shabbat and keep it holy. We're told to remember that we were once slaves in Egypt. In fact, we're told that one many, many times throughout the Torah. And even the holiday of Rosh Hashanah, which is appearing sooner than perhaps we'd like it to, it has an alternative name, which is Yom HaZikaron, the Day of Remembrance. In this week's Torah portion, there's actually many, many different commandments that occur throughout it, 72 to be exact. But there are two within that talk about remembering in some way or another. Or rather, one of them talks about remembering, and one of them talks about forgetting. The first is about reaping a harvest. The Torah says, when you reap the harvest in your field and you overlook a sheaf in the field, do not turn back and get it. It shall go to the stranger and the fatherless and the widow, in order that Adonai your God may bless you in all of your undertakings. When you beat down on the fruit of your olive trees, do not go over them again. That shall go to the stranger and the fatherless and the widow. When you gather the grapes of your vineyard, do not pick it over again. That should go to the stranger and the fatherless and the widow. Always remember that you were a slave in the land of Egypt. There it appears. Therefore, do I enjoin you to observe this commandment. Now, if we think about this commandment to not go and pick our produce more than one time, what it's actually telling us to do, according to the rabbis, is to forget to go back and to pick a second time. In fact, in his book, Forgetting a Mitzvah Gym Shoes and Irises, Danny Siegel teaches that this is the mitzvah of shechakta, forgetting. One may not perform this mitzvah with any premeditation. Our ancestors could not plan to forget 50 or 100 sheaves per harvest to produce that much more for the need to their communities. It just had to happen. They forgot, good. Now, it seems kind of strange that our Torah would teach us to forget, would command us, in fact, as one of the mitzvot, you must forget to gather all of the fruit of your land. It seems very, very strange. But part of the reason that it does it is that it allows this possibility for the stranger and the widow, for the vulnerable people within our communities, to be able to pick the produce that they need in such a way that they can do it with dignity. They're not being handed something by someone. Rather, they can go and they know that it's there for them. That if they don't go and get it, it will in fact go to waste because no one is coming back to pick it again. Them using it is actually a good deed unto itself. Now, the other mitzvah that we have in our Torah portion that has to do with remembering is a very different one. It's the portion that the cantor so beautifully read for us a few moments ago. Remember what Amalek did to you on your journey after you left Egypt. How undeterred by fear of God, he surprised you on the march when you were famished and weary and cut down all the stragglers in your rear. Therefore, when Adonai your God grants you safety from all your enemies around you in the land that Adonai your God is giving you as a hereditary portion, you shall blot out the memory of Amalek from under heaven. Do not forget. Now, this in itself seems very strange. We want you to remember to not forget to blot out the name of Amalek. How circular could that be? It could only be created by rabbis or the precursors for rabbis, right? So what happened was when the Israelites, as we know, were leaving the land of Egypt, Amalek came from behind. And who was in the back? The women and children, the people who were more defenseless. And Amalek cruelly and harshly attacked them. And so it was thought that this act that Amalek did, the Torah tells us, blot it out, but remember to blot it out. Now there's something similar that we've been thinking about this week. I know I have. It's paralleled, I think, this week as we internalize the words never forget in reference to September 11th. Each September 11th, we make a point to remember. We hang flags at half-mast. We read articles and stories or perhaps documentaries about what happened on that awful day in our nation's history. And it's not comfortable to remember September 11th, just like it's not comfortable to remember what happened with Amalek. But we make a point of it to remember the people who were killed, to remember the people who stood up and put themselves in harm's way in order to save the lives of others, in order to be there for one another. We make a point also, like our Torah portion says, to blot out the name of Amalek. We made a point to blot out the name of evil, of hatred, of destruction in our midst, and to do something to counteract that in some small way. We can't totally do it, but we can do a bit. This past week, on September 11th, the South Coast Interfaith Council had what I thought was a beautiful program. Each year, they make it a point to come together as an interfaith community and to work with Habitat for Humanity in order to rebuild. On a day of destruction, to make a point to rebuild physically as we rebuild as a community and as a nation. Now, when we think about these two different texts of remembrance in our Torah portion, it seems like they don't have much in common, or rather, it seems like they are a little bit contradictory. Here we are told that we should remember destruction, but we should forget the widow and the stranger and all of that stuff, all of those people, while we are harvesting our land. The Torah tells us that we need to do exactly that, and I think that the reason for it is that the goal is that we forget to harvest our land. We forget to do good deeds because it is so ingrained in our every being, in our being to do it, that we don't need to remember. It's just part of our heart and soul as a nation. What would it be like if it was just a no-brainer to create something that people who are vulnerable could have as an inheritance from us? And yet the portion to remember, to blot out the name of Amalek, is to make sure that we take time, even though it is uncomfortable to do so, to do our part to bring more love and more understanding into this world, to stand up and say something when we see hatred in our midst, when we see racism and homophobia and Islamophobia and every other kind of bias that we encounter. We remember at all moments, at all times, how serious it is that we blot that out, that we stand up to it, that we speak out. Because only when we speak out can we stop it from progressing even more. The Baal Shem Tov teaches, in remembrance lies the secret of redemption. And so the hope is that we can be redeemed by the way that we remember, and perhaps also by the way that we forget. Memory is a core of our tradition. And as we approach Yom HaZikaron, may our just deeds be so ingrained in our being that we need not remember them, but may our memories move us to live in a way that honors all those who have come before us and allows us to live to be our truly best selves. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may this be God's will. I invite everyone to rise once more as we return the Torah to the Ark. So we are going to move to page 374. There it is.
יהללו את שם אדוני, כי נשגב שמו לבדו. הודו על ארץ ושמיים, וירם קרן לימו, תהילה לכל תעשיתה, לפני ישראל עם קרובו. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
It is a tree of life for those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. Its ways are ways of pleasantness, and all its paths are peace. Return us to you, Adonai, and we will return. Renew our days of old.
עץ חיים היא למחזיקים בה, ותומכיה מאושר. דרכיה דרכי נועם, וכל נתיבותיה שלום. השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה. חדש חדש ימינו, חדש ימינו כקדם.
You may be seated. As we turn to our announcements, I'd like to invite up Gail Afros as a member of our board of directors to tell us a little bit about things going on in our community.
Thank you, Rabbi. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
It is my pleasure to be here this evening representing the Board of Directors. Many thanks to Riva and Steve Skoll for hosting our beautiful Onuk Shabbat tonight in honor of their 51st wedding anniversary. Mazal Tov, Steve and Riva, and we wish you at least another 51 years of wedded bliss. And I would also like to add a Mazal Tov to Tali on her special birthday, and a Yashar Koach to her big brother for being such a wonderful big brother to her as she celebrates her birthday. If you're new to our congregation, we welcome you to Bethel. Please stay for our Anuk Shabbat following services so that Rabbi Kale, Cantor Davidson, and members of our leadership can greet you, and as will all the other members. We have many great activities coming up, and we hope to see you at many of them. They're listed in more detail in the bulletin that you've received. There's one amendation tomorrow morning. The services, if I'm correct, Rabbi, start at 10 o'clock rather than at 9:30. So that's 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for the Leiled Shabbat Shacharit service. As well as the potluck kiddush at noon. There's still space available tomorrow evening for the final concert of the season, the concert under the stars with our own Cantor Davidson and special guests Donnie and Dan Paquin. The concert is hosted at the home of Maura and James Lowenstein. Bring your own picnic dinner at 6, and the concert begins at 7. You may want to bring a light jacket as well. Please RSVP to Cantor Elon after services, and he will give you the precise address. Payment may be made at the door. And finally, please make your reservations for Slichot on Saturday, September 21st, here at Temple Bethel. At 6 p.m., we will have dinner catered from Brent's Delicatessen, and then a screening and discussion of the movie, Won't You Be My Neighbor? Our Slichot and Havdalah services will begin at 8:30. Please make your payments for dinner and screening to Shoni in the office. Again, Mazal Tov and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom. Thank you so much.
Tomorrow night will also feature the incomparable Bob Remstein. And I say that not just because he's such a wonderful pianist, but also because he's going to be like taking himself back to when his chart-topping band performed here at Temple Bethel for his sister's bat mitzvah, as he performs some hits from the 80s as well, not just on piano, but vocally. So you don't want to miss this concert. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And just this week, I told the cantor, I was like, have you heard this great piece? And it turned out that it was a piece that you had written, Bob.
Yeah.
So it's great stuff. I didn't even know who wrote it. So it's fabulous. We're so blessed to have you in our community. We're going to continue our service with Aleinu on page 586. If you're able to do so, I invite you to rise one more time.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. On page 592, when I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved. And if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. This week we are observing, in the period of Shloshim, the death of Natalie Selma Scotton. And as I read aloud the names on our yahrzeit list, if you have anyone for whom you are mourning their loss, as you hear their name, I invite you to please rise. Joel Abramson, Calman Bernstein, Rita Burke, Mathilda Rose Coopersmith, Rose Cushman, Ida Fishman, Maximina Flores, Belle Frankel Jacobs, Annie Friedman, Vivian Gabin, Sarah Glassman, Shirley Johnson, Albert Corman, Harry Lenzer, Rose Marr, Al Manuel, Miriam Mathlis, Francis Michaels, Annie O'Neill, David Orgel, Jackie Pike, Sylvia Richmond, Anna Ross, Bessie Rubin, Leonard Schneider, Harry Scott, Myron Sobel, Herman Steinberg, Alan Subak, David Wield, Morris Weiss, Donald Weller, Arthur Whale Jr., and Louise Zimmerman. If there is anyone else for whom you are mourning their loss, I invite you to say their name and rise at this time. I invite everyone who's here. Yes. I invite everyone who is here to please rise and join our mourners in offering the Mourner's Kaddish, page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach hirotei ve'amlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol et Yisrael, ba'gala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah v'rach le'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitzhadar v'yitzaleh v'yitzalal shemei d'kudisha b'richu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechamata. Damiram v'yama v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom v'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel. And together we say,
Amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom v'mromav, Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. But before we leave, since we are in the weeks leading up to Rosh Hashanah, also Yom HaTruah, the day of the call of the shofar, we hear the shofars blast during the month of Elul. And so tonight we will end our service by hearing the shofars blast. No pressure. Tekiah, Shivari, Truah, Tekiah, Tekiah, Shavarim, Tekiah, Tekiah, Teruah, Tekiah. May those blasts call us to attention as we prepare ourselves for the days of atonement.
Amen.
And I invite everyone to gather in the middle as we enjoy our challah, or challah. Is that like bride? Please place a hand on the challah, hey sweetie. Or a hand on someone else who is holding the challah.
That's right. And we bless together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz Shabbat shalom. B'te'avon.
Te'avon.
Tear off a piece and enjoy it.
Share with your sister.